Okay, so Jessica's doing the intro.
Yeah.
This is Jessica's intro. So this is Jessica's intro featuring Jessica, and Jessica's doing the intro with Jessica. So Jessica, do you want to go ahead and do your intro?
Alice, yes, I would like to do my intro. 3, 2, 1.
Hi, so my name is Alice. I'm doing the intro.
I'll just talk over it. Oh my God. All right. Hi, and welcome to another episode of Two Birds, One Brain. I'm Miss Jessica Woot. I'm here with the Curious Alice, and today... Hi. We are divulging celebrity stories, celebrity interactions.
The good, the bad, and the ugly. Let's go.
I'm very excited about this topic.
I agree.
But I don't know about you. I always feel like I'm the kind of person that I'm not a fangirly like person when I see someone.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's just a guy.
I also don't believe in paying money to see someone. Yeah. Like, that's so weird to me. Be like, here's $60 so I can say hi to you.
Yeah, because we've not been to cons. We've never been to a con.
Yeah.
And I just feel like that's kind of weird. Like, I'm not knocking anybody who wants to do that. Like, go ahead, meet people for sure.
If that gets you your giggles, go for it. It just, like, I like sincere interactions, and the fact that I, like, pay...
Yeah.
To see someone just immediately reduces my the joy of meeting someone.
Yeah, I mean, I guess with that though, it's like weird. It feels weird to pay for it and to wait for it and be like, I am here specifically to see you along with 2,000 other people, or more. But I guess it's probably nice that it's planned. Because also,
that's fair.
I don't want to...
There's less pressure on the famous person.
Accost somebody on the street or while they're having breakfast or something. Be like, hi, So I guess that's...
I guess because it's also an expectation of like, oh, I know that I'm meeting you.
Yeah.
Like, there is an expectation.
Which I never really thought about that until that moment. So actually...
You know what? I fucking lied just now.
You did?
I lied to you. I did. I have paid to see a celebrity.
Oh my God.
I have done that. I just realized one of my things. But to be fair, technically I paid for the book.
Okay.
Did not pay to see them.
Yeah.
I paid for the book that he then gave me. Mm-hmm. And that's how that went down. But I think I've talked to you about this before. You can find it on my Instagram still. I did get to meet Ryan Higa.
I don't even know who it is. I think you've talked to me about this person before, and I'm like, I don't know who that is.
He just was like kind of a skit guy for a while, and now he's kind of slid into live streaming and doing... like Valorant content. Like, he's just totally changed paces. I don't really watch his content anymore.
Got it.
And he wrote a book while I was in college that was like kind of like his backstory and like how he got into YouTubing and like why YouTube has like, made him who he is as a person. And I was very God, I can't talk today. I've already talked for 2 hours.
I know, you streamed before this.
He had a meet and greet in Chicago where you could come like pick up your book and meet him. And my friend Jory's also a huge fan. So she like texted me and was like, do you want to come to my house? We will go. And I was like, yes, I will come with you. So I drove myself all the way to Chicago so we could go meet this person.
Huh.
The funny thing to me is that he's an Asian content creator. He is Hawaiian, and I think he's Japanese American.
Yeah.
And I think I was one of 3 white people in the whole crowd. It was so funny to me. I was like, I have never been the minority. And I don't say that in like a like annoying kind of way. Like, I've never been in a space where I have been the least common denominator. And it was kind of wild. I was like, this is different. We were in like a Borders bookstore and he was doing this event.
Borders.
It was really fun. It was like a really quick thing too, where it was like, pick up your book, go talk to Ryan, say hello to Ryan, take your picture, walk away. Yeah. Like, it was very quick, but that picture's still up on my Instagram. It's a cute picture. I really enjoyed the book. I've always really liked him as a creator. So it was a nice moment. I didn't have any weird or bad vibes with it. Good. Like, his whole squad of people is there. Now I wish I had, like, utilized that advantage because they are also friends with Jenna Marbles.
Yeah, your white
so
whale.
He's an adjacent to Jenna for me.
You're 2 degrees away.
I can't go a single podcast without mentioning my girl. I want to meet her so bad.
We know.
I'm sorry. We can move on. I just wanted to throw that in there.
No, and I did. I guess, like... because I did do a little meet and greet thing with Ludo, my favorite band, but I don't count it because it's kind of the same thing where I paid for a super awkward like VIP sing-along. There were like 100 or 200 tickets where people would just go see an acoustic set before the show.
That's cool.
And like that's what I wanted, you know.
Yeah.
And like they had food. It was like a whole event. Like you could just, everybody was just hanging out.
Just like a little event.
Yeah. No,
that's cool.
Technically, I guess, counts as an I paid to see you. But it was the concert. That was 2 or 3 years ago now, like at concert in St. Louis. And the lead singer, Andrew Volpe, was in the airport, walked straight the fuck past me. I was just too flabbergasted at that point. I was like, huh, there he goes in the baggage claim. But I was like, he's picking up his family. Yeah. Also, I'm not gonna...
Just like not the time and space.
I'm not gonna go talk to him. And then we were also on the rental car bus together. And he was sitting right next to me. And I was just like, now I can't say anything ever. This is so weird. And I talked to him afterwards. I was like, we were on the same bus, but I didn't want to. And he was like, you should have. And I was like, no, I wouldn't. I was not going to do that. You were there with your mom and your daughter. That's real weird.
I wanted to treat you like a real person. Yeah. I didn't want to like shatter that illusion we had running.
And just pretend that you didn't exist and that you were not actually standing next to me.
Yeah. Well, and it's weird with the like musicians because it's like you're paying for the performance.
Yeah.
And then you get to see them, you know, like it is a little bit different. Like I paid to see Taylor Swift, but I didn't get to meet her, you know, like she also was like the size of a fucking thumb on stage. Like she was tiny.
Because we're not even getting
way up in the nosebleeds.
Music ones, at least I'm not. Because I've so many concerts and a lot of them were smaller bands and then waited, you know, afterwards and they would come out and you could talk to them at the merch table and get pictures and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Like that's different. That's different.
I honestly can't even think of anyone that's in music that I would want to meet that like, I feel like the only big one I really care about is Taylor Swift, but that's just because she makes herself seem so interesting that, I literally can't think of anyone else I'd be like, oh, I would love to meet them. Like, I don't really care.
Again, like it was like seeing them was cool. It was fine. But again, I've just always been on the thing. I'm like, they're just people, especially if it is a smaller band. Yeah. Although I did, you know, in my early 20s and like late teens whenever I was going to concerts and stuff, fangirled hard over some of those bands for sure. And I was like, I'm so excited to wait after the show and see them, you know, or get pictures at Warped Tour and all this stuff.
Oh, like, for sure, dude.
The more I think about it, I'm just like, yeah, he's just a guy.
He's just a guy. Hit him with your car.
Exactly.
I genuinely can't think of anyone else that I have any investment in. I really just...
I don't know. I guess... I don't know. They're just people. There is another thing similar to the Ludo one that I'm like, yes, I sort of paid to see you, but it was a few years ago. It was before Crazy Ex-Girlfriend ended. Myself and then two of my coworkers, we bought tickets to go to Los Angeles, like just for the weekend. We went to LA to see the Crazy Ex-Girlfriend live recorded like finale for the show.
Oh, nice.
Which was so fucking cool. But it's like, yeah, then also technically, you know, yes, I saw, but we didn't meet them. Like I saw Rachel Bloom, we saw Skylar Aston, we saw, you know.
Well, like I was almost in an episode of, what was that show? Elementary?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think I've told you about this, because I was on a school trip to London, and we were in Trafalgar Square, and they were starting to, like, close off the square, and we're like, what are they doing? And they were like, hey, if you guys as a group just, like, want to move a little bit over here, just so, like, we can fill the shot. I was like, excuse me, what are you talking about? They're like, we're filming an episode of Elementary today. And I was like, oh, like, the one Sherlock show I don't give a fuck about. Cool. And, like, we stood there forever in this taped-off area, and we were almost late for dinner because we were there. And we were like, we have to go. Like, we can't stay in this shot. So, like, if you watch the opening scene of one of the episodes where they walk through Trafalgar Square from the museum, there's a gap
where you should have been.
That was where we were standing. But, like, we were there for, like, a couple of test shots and stuff. So, like, we saw the actors as they, like, did a quick crowd walk with their body doubles, did the first couple, and then they did their actual shots. So that was kind of cool that I got to, like, see them.
Especially, that's just unexpected. That's fun. Yeah. I like that.
Well, and one of the reasons why I wanted to move to big cities from the Midwest, and yeah, it's a little bit like dreamer girl of me.
Yeah.
No one is gonna go to the Midwest into a small town to film jack shit. Except for apparently Will Ferrell. He was there like 2 months ago in my hometown. Still can't figure out why the fuck he was there. But, like, the chances of me running into someone interesting in my hometown is like almost zero. But then I moved to Atlanta, and it's like, bro, Pinewood Studios is there.
Yeah, your chances
all of Marvel
go up
films
a lot.
there. A lot of Netflix stuff films there. Like, that's a big studio city there. A lot of filming.
Yeah.
I lived in Orlando for a while. I ran into people in Orlando. Like, that definitely happened. So it's like, it's not LA, but
no, it's still a
people
little.
are
it's
around.
A hub. It counts. In the Crazy Ex-Girlfriend, though, it was, which also, I don't know if you've ever done a live recorded, like, audience member thing. That was wild in and of itself.
No, I've never done that.
It was several hours while we were in the theater, and it was like, you know, you can't have food or drink in there. At the end of it, we were all so fucking dehydrated. But before everything, it was really funny because we were all sitting in our seats just waiting for it to start. And a lot of people, including us, dressed up like as characters and stuff for this. Like, we did little cosplays.
So cute.
And it was like, all of a sudden, I was sitting there and my radar went off. I was like, there's a drag queen over there. There is a drag queen over there. And she was kind of far away, so I couldn't tell who it was at first. But it was really funny because then the people behind me heard me say that to my friends, and they were like, fuck, oh shit. And then we were all trying to figure out who it was together. And it was Miss Cracker.
Oh my God.
And she was dressed up in one of the outfits from like the season 2 intro. And she looked so cute. And I ran over there and I was like, you look gorgeous. Can I get a picture with you? And she was like, yes. And it was so nice.
That's so
and
cute.
And then I saw her later too, when she was like de-dragging later after the show. And again, I was like, I'm definitely not going to bother you now. I'm glad I saw you beforehand.
Yeah.
But that was a nice surprise. But I was like, ding, 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 drag queen. There's a large woman over
nearby.
there. I see big hair and sequins.
I felt that way when I worked at Disney, where I was like, there's a celebrity in the park today. It's like I could smell it in the wind. I was like, somebody famous is here. I never fucking saw anyone. I saw two people. I've seen 2 people when I worked at Disney that I cared about. And because I saw a bunch of people that were like Disney Channel celebrities that I was like, you're like 15. I don't know who you are. And I did get to see the profile in the back of Chris Evans' head one day.
Oh, there you go.
He's in the parks all the time with his nephew. That is a very common place for him to be.
That's nice.
What was funny is that the Marvel movies were coming out, but he was filming that movie where he's supposed to have a beard.
Oh,
so he had the beard while he was in the parks with
Gross.
the hat on. Yeah. Nobody fucking knew who you're like, unless you're like creepy like I am and just like study people's body movements. That's the dancer in me. I swear to God, it's nothing more than just being observant. Chris Evans moves a very specific way. And that's why I was like, damn, that guy's walking like Chris Evans. And then I was looking at him more and I'm like, wait a fucking second.
It's Chris Evans.
That's Chris Evans. But like I saw him at a distance. He was going behind like one of the gates with a VIP person. I was like, oh, there's no way that wasn't him. Like that's everything about it checked the list. So
that was one of the things too, and we've talked about this separately, but just like working at the zoo, the opportunity, again, it increases the opportunity to see people. I still only ever saw one person, and that was when I lived in Texas. JJ Watt came to see the Penguins one time. I didn't do the program for him. Somebody else did, who was a like super fan. So it was like, yeah, you can have it. That's fine. But I did see this man get off the elevator, and I shit you not, he's the largest human being that I've ever seen in real life. He was fucking huge.
I want you to know how mad I am that I never saw Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
Oh yeah, because he's huge with zoos, and you were at Georgia.
Yeah, he loves Georgia Aquarium, and I'm not kidding you. They'd be like, "Oh yeah, Dwayne's here today," and I'd be like, "Really?" He's like, "Yeah, he'll be behind the scenes. You might see him walking around." I spent my whole shift trying to run into him the whole fucking time and kept missing him. Like I'd walk towards like the elevator, and someone would walk past and be like, "Oh yeah, Dwayne just got on the elevator." I'm like, "You're like, damn it. I was 2 seconds too late." I missed him every single time. Every single time I missed him. I never saw him. I knew he was there.
Yeah.
I never saw him. I was also in the building when Tom Holland and Zendaya came to visit. Missed that.
Oh, damn. Missed connection.
Super pissed off about that one because that was me peaking my Tom Holland phase. So like I was desperate.
I would have been excited to see Tom Holland just to be like, oh, look at him.
Yeah. You know what else is crazy? And I think I've talked about this before, is that the rappers of Atlanta like to buy out the aquarium, like different galleries.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure it's Ludacris who likes to buy out the big window in Ocean Voyager and just like have dinner with his family. So I've definitely like walked through there while I was doing closing things for this specific thing that is him, and been like, who is that? And my coworker could be like, that's Ludacris. I'm like, oh shit. I had no idea. I don't know what he looks like.
I did have like only two kind of missed connections with mine for people that I just didn't see. But that was people who were supposed to come do a program, and like I waited after work hours and then they didn't show up, which I mean, I still got overtime, but it was kind of like, fuck, I waited until 7 p.m. and then they canceled.
Yeah, annoying.
I'm not really that fucked about who they were though, because one time, this was like 2010, Dave Chappelle was doing comedy in Houston and was going to come by for an encounter. I'm not mad that he didn't show up.
Yeah, that one's fine.
Especially now. And then, I mean, I was kind of excited because Neon Trees was supposed to come one time. If you remember who that band is. The Uh-oh, I Want Some More.
Yeah, I know who it is.
Yeah. They were supposed to come
They sing all the
one
songs
time.
that I don't like.
I liked a couple of them. But it was like they were coming down to do stuff for Mardi Gras, and then their flight was delayed, so they had to go straight to the show. It wasn't their fault, but I was still like, damn.
I would have been a good one, yeah. Logan almost got to see, gosh, who was that? It's a famous all-male band, like All-American Rejects, or like someone in that level.
If it was
like,
All-American Rejects, I would
like a pop-punk band.
Damn.
I can't remember if it was them or if it was like One Republic or if it was like, you know, somewhere in that like that level. They were going to perform on his pirate ship, and they went out and measured it and realized it wasn't big enough for their set, so they had to use a barge. Yeah. But Logan almost got to be on the boat with them for that, and I was like, damn, that fucking sucks. That would have been so cool.
That would have been really cool.
I can't remember who it is. I'll have to ask him.
Yeah, I want to know. Like, I've seen All American Rejects. I saw them at a Warped Tour, and I was really excited about that because they're, like, fucking top
He's going to listen to this back and be like, it was blah, blah, you silly person. I'll be like, I'm sorry.
I just scrolled through my list, and I forgot two other things about zoo stuff that
go ahead.
I missed. Jeff Corwin came to the zoo that I worked at before I left, and I missed it. Lindsay met him.
You know who's met Jeff Corwin?
Who?
This bitch right here.
How dare. And
he came to Ball State University to do a show, and I sat front fucking row, bitch.
Hell yeah.
And he leaned over me to ask someone a question behind me, and our thighs touched, so you could say we've met.
I didn't need that much.
Well, no, he literally was standing so close to me and just like leaned over me, and I was like, oh my God, this man is touching me right now.
But that's just one of those ones, again, the inner, like, zookeeper obsessed with animals show stuff.
Logan's
that
pissed
I would have
that
been
I
excited
met Jeff Corwin.
Either way. Like, I would, of course, rather have met, you know, like Steve Irwin or the Kratt brothers, you know, if given a choice. But still, the Kratts, we cannot even.
Oh my God, dude. I'd lose my fucking mind.
I would lose my mind if I saw the Kratts. And then also, and this is I'm still mad about, when I worked with the Penguins, Mr. Popper's Penguins was being filmed, and we had Gen 2 penguins. We had the kind that were in that movie. And apparently our zoo was reached out to asking to use our penguins for the movie, and somebody in marketing didn't fucking answer an email.
That's so annoying.
So it could have been our penguins that were in Mr. Popper's Penguins, and we could have been involved in the filming process.
Yeah, but isn't that Jim Carrey?
It is. But at the time, he was still cool.
Yeah, he wasn't being super weird.
Yeah, and we were all really excited, like, oh my God, he's doing a penguin movie. We actually all went, the zookeeping staff, after work one day, still in our, like, penguin clothes, so we gave everybody else the immersive experience.
Oh, there you go, the smell of penguins in the
40.
theater. I love that.
Yep.
My other zoo person, so here's the thing.
Yeah.
I did go see Jack Hanna during one of his talks and did get to talk to him, but it was like 4 years ago. So the man's, when they say this man is like, he has dementia or Alzheimer's, one of the two, it is very clear to me that that is what he has. It is very clear when you talk to him that he's not fully there, which is like really sad because he was still very influential when I was a kid for me. I also grew up and found out he did a bunch of illegal shit, so I was like, great. Way to fuck it up, buddy.
Unfortunate that some of his practices were then called into question after we were like, damn, you were part of the reasons that I love animals so much.
Yeah. It really was a bummer to find that out. But so out of the three, the trifecta, I forgot about the Kratt brothers because they're just on a different level. Kratt brothers are above everyone else, in my opinion. But didn't get to meet Steve Irwin. Missed Bindi Irwin by 5 minutes.
Yeah.
That one kills me every time. My coworker Alex was stationed during World's Explorers in front of the Babarusas, and I was going there to swap with her, and she was heading out. And as I got to her, I was like, "Are you okay? You seem kind of like you're not fully here." She's like, "I just got to meet Bindi Irwin." Oh, I almost threw a hissy fit. I was ready to start screaming. I was so mad. And she was like, she was so nice and polite. And she said, "I'm from Australia, you know." And I went, I know who you are. So, like, it was really funny to watch her try to, like, tell me what happened because she was so starstruck she couldn't even talk right. So it was so sweet. And I know that the Irwin family is a very sweet family. So it's kind of fun to just be like, yeah, they come to Disney and, like, hang out. It's cute.
I want to tell the celebrity story that I feel like is my shining
star.
My top one, which is the time that I made Ted Danson leave a bar during Mardi Gras.
Oh God.
In 2014. Before The Good Place was a thing also. So, like, I had not seen this man in anything except for, like, Cheers. So I vaguely knew what this man looked like.
Just a general idea of who he was.
We were in a really small town bar in Texas during Mardi Gras, and we were all very drunk. It was late. We'd been drinking for a long time. And then, like, I saw a man walk by into the bathroom, and I was like, he looks like somebody that I've seen before. And then when he came back out, I realized in my brain, it was like, oh, it looks like that man looks like Ted Danson. And I thought I was being quiet. I drunk whispered, you know, the loud, "Hey, that guy looks like Ted Danson," like really loudly. And he heard me. And he made dead-ass eye contact with me. And then I'm pretty sure left immediately after that because we didn't see him again.
She's like, "God damn it, this woman's ratted me out in public."
I just called out to the entire bar drunkenly that, "Hey, Ted Danson is here." And we did. We figured out later because the bouncer for the night was one of our friends. He was like, "Did you guys see Ted Danson?" And I was like, fuck.
Damn it, I fucked it up.
I did it. And now that I've seen The Good Place also, too, because I saw him. I love The Good Place. And he's on The Good Place. He's fucking fantastic. He's hilarious. And I'm like, shit.
Wow. Really dropped the ball on that one.
I know. I didn't know what he would mean.
I didn't know.
But that I feel like that doesn't feel like real life, okay? That's something you made up in a sitcom. That was some main character energy bullshit. Like, that's not.
You know, I feel like that's like my encounter with Jordan Fisher, where I ran into him while he was filming at Disney, because it's like one of those things where you're like, oh, I know he's filming today. It'd be kind of cool if I saw him, like, not actually filming, because, like, I saw him several times. They put this poor man in a turtleneck and a jacket.
In Florida.
And it was still 85 degrees in October when they filmed it.
Jesus.
I was like, why are they doing this to him? This is insane. Because they filmed the Christmas special, like, 2 months early so they can edit the whole thing.
Yeah.
Poor man's dying in his fucking suit jacket.
But it has to look Christmassy.
Yeah. And they're there for, like, 2 weeks. So it's like, you have a couple of different groups coming in to sing. Different celebrities show up to do stuff. But he's the host. So he's there for, like, 2 weeks filming. Yeah. So on his off days, he loves Disney. They got married in front of the castle. Like, loves Disney. And so he was around, wandering on his days off. And I went to cross the bridge from mainland into Pandora. Mm-hmm. And I saw the checkered vest that the VIPs wear at Disney. And I saw them and was like, waved to them, was like, "Hey, how's your day?" And they're like, "Good." And then as I turned, I realized Jordan Fisher was directly behind them and was like, "Holy shit! Hi, dude."
See, this is, I don't know.
And I'm like...
Sorry, go ahead.
Relax. I was in full like uniform, so I couldn't really do or say anything that was out of line because it was basically like I'm currently representing the company. I have to behave.
Yeah.
Full Wilderness Explorer outfit, like very distinctly not someone who's not working. And just like said hi to him, waved, we like brushed shoulders, very cute. And then I got to like a dead space in the middle of the bridge and just like jumped and screamed and then ran to my friend who was down the way, who is obsessed with him. The only reason I know who Jordan Fisher is because of this woman. Shout out to Michaela if you're listening. It's you. And I walked down there and was like, you'll never guess who I just ran into on the bridge. And she was like, don't fucking say it. Don't
like
say
she already knew.
Yeah, because she knew he was in the park.
Yeah.
She's like, don't say it. And I was like, Jordan. She's like, she was so mad. It was so funny.
I don't know if you saw my confused look like halfway through that because for some reason I thought he was gay or bisexual. I mean, he might be, but like when you was like, wait, he's a wife? That's why I had to look it up. I was like, I'm confused. Good for him.
Yeah. Yeah, they got married in front of the castle. It was beautiful. It was a whole fucking thing. God.
Oh, adorable.
Yeah.
I love it.
I only have one other, like, direct celebrity encounter, which I have told you about before. And I think I talked about it in, or I'm going to talk about it in our GMAT episode. That hasn't happened yet.
It might be cut because that's going to be the next episode, our GMAT theater episode, but we recorded 2 hours of content.
Oh, perfect. So I can tell this story again. Great.
Tell it now.
So, I went to Ball State. It's a university in Muncie, Indiana. It's whatever. It's fine. And they have a theater program there, and it's a pretty good theater program. It gets people off the ground.
Yeah.
And they had a what's the word I'm looking for? Like honorary guest.
Yeah.
Person for the semester or for the year. I can't remember how long they were there. And everyone else freaked the fuck out when they announced who it was. And of course, me not knowing shit about musical theater, because I really didn't grow up in musical theater. I grew up in dance. Was like, I don't know why everybody's cheering, but okay. And I looked it up later and was like, oh, okay. So like this person's done some TV and some musicals. Still don't really get it. But that was because I was unaware about Shrek the Musical. I did not understand the emotional impact that movie had on theater kids across the country and across the globe. So lo and behold, Sutton Foster was hanging out on Ball State campus for like a semester. And I looked her up just to know what she looked like, just so if I knew who it was when I ran into her. Because it's a small campus. There's a very high chance between the theater and the dorm where the food is, there's a very small window. I'm like, that is where she's going to be if I see her. She's not going to be anywhere else. And I ended up running into her at the dining hall. And I got to hold the door open for her and ask her how her day was. And she told me she's having a good day. It was just a little rainy. And I was like, I totally get it. I don't have my umbrella, but I'll be fine. I don't mind getting wet. And that was our conversation. So
she's gorgeous.
I've had a conversation with her.
She is so fucking talented. Yeah. It's like she had a genie. She got wishes. She hit the jackpot. I don't know. She's also worked incredibly hard. I'm not diminishing anything that she's done, but oh my God, that woman.
Yeah. Well, what's really funny is it still took me like 6 years to watch Shrek the Musical. So like I still hadn't watched it. Like I had no idea.
I've seen clips of it, but it's one of those ones I don't know if I can do that. Like that and the SpongeBob musical, even Seussical. I'm just like, those ones are a lot.
Shrek wasn't terrible. I definitely would have just been okay not watching it too.
Yeah, that's how I feel.
It's okay. They do put a little bit more development into Fiona being a child and like how it affects her psychologically. Okay. And I was like, okay, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
But
I like that.
They do have a really cool like aging her up during one song bit. That's really good. I love a stage change, like a costume change. So I feel like it's really fun when they do like a character swap, like an actor swap as well.
That's cool.
Those are fun.
I do have a theater one. Also, I have a lot of things that are like tangentially related, but I went to New York with my mom in 2006 when I was 16, and we went to see 2 Broadway shows.
Sorry, go ahead. I just remembered one too.
Okay. We went to see Spam-A-Lot, and then we went to see Sweeney Todd. My mom wanted to see Hairspray, she wasn't sure, and I was like, no, dark, gothic, emo shit. Let's go. We're seeing Sweeney Todd. And we weren't sure if we were going to be able to get tickets, but we did. And I saw the, you know, theater goat of all like goats. Patti LuPone was Mrs. Lovett, which was fucking incredible. Of course, she absolutely killed it. And then Donna Lynn Champlin, who was Paula in Crazy Ex-Girlfriend, was in that revival cast also, which I didn't realize until later. She was Pirelli. So that was really cool that then I watched Crazy Ex-Girlfriend and I was like, I saw her.
I know her
10, 12 years ago before she was like super duper big. That's crazy. That's so exciting. I was like, Patti LuPone, are you fucking kidding me? I could die happy.
So I forgot about this until you said we went to see a musical.
Yeah.
This is one of my favorite things. So same London trip, right? Mm-hmm. I'm in high school. I'm 17. My mom's on this trip with me because she wants to chaperone. Also, she's English. She wants to go home. And we're supposed to get tickets to go see Wicked because I've never seen Wicked. I was like, oh, getting to see Wicked in London would be incredible. Like, that'd be a great show.
So good.
About an hour away from London on the bus, they called us and were like, hey, we don't have tickets for Wicked. We only have stuff available for you to see the Queen musical. We will rock you. Mm-hmm. And of course, like half my classmates are like, oh, I don't want to fucking watch it then. And I was like, it's Queen. How could you say no?
It's a free show anyway. Come on.
Yeah, like it was going to be fucking good. Like, don't be a bitch. And is the musical goofy as fuck? Yes, it is. It is a stupid plot line. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't matter. All right, they're singing Queen and Elton John live on stage as a musical. It's very fun. They get through the whole musical. They don't play Bohemian Rhapsody. They keep teasing it. The plot line to the musical is like a prophecy written inside Bohemian Rhapsody. It's
interesting. Okay.
It's a thing. It's whatever. It's real goofy. I'm not kidding you. There's a whole part where the guy's like, I take on the name of our champions. My name is Britney Spears. Like, stupid shit. You know? Like, really dumb. And they don't play Bohemian Rhapsody until the very end. And they're like, okay, we see that we didn't play Bohemian Rhapsody. They project it on the curtain.
Yeah.
So like, so here you go. And they open the curtain and the whole cast comes out. Ensemble sings Bohemian Rhapsody. Uh-huh. Well, lo and behold, the night we were there, Brian May was in the audience.
I would have lost my mind.
And was like, I want to play the solo at the end of the show. And of course they're going to let the man play. And I didn't recognize him right away because in my head I was like, oh, they found a dude that looks like him because it's, you know, the musical's so dumb. I was just like not surprised. And my mom went, oh my God, that's Brian May. And I was like, you mean it's really him? So like we're two dumb Americans fucking standing and screaming inside this theater because it's Brian fucking May.
I would have been screaming.
And these like Icelanders next to us were also freaking out. Her husband did not speak English, but she translated to us and he was like, he loves your energy, keep it up. And we were like, you got it!
Adorable.
And then my fucking English teacher on my right hand side was like, I wish you guys to be a little bit quieter. I'm trying to get immersed in the story. I'm like, there is no story. The whole point of this fucking musical is to enjoy Queen music. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah. Also, so right now you're allowed to freak out, please.
Like, so exciting that they had Brian May there to play his solo in Bohemian Rhapsody that one night we were there. So that was really cool.
That is so cool.
And I think they also had the drummer.
I don't remember the drummer's name.
I think the drummer was also there potentially to do it because they wrote the musical with Elton John for Freddie Mercury. Like they wrote it as an honorary to Freddie.
Yeah.
So I'm not surprised they were there now once I learned that, but it was really cool and like, you know, holy shit, dude.
Holy shit. One of the best guitarists ever.
Yeah.
God damn.
Yeah, it's crazy.
A music one, because I've, again, so many things bouncing through my brain at one time, but this is probably one of the times that I have felt a little bit creepy. Also.
Oh, God. Oh, it's coming out now, folks.
I love it. There was, this is before Richard and I moved in together, but the apartment that we lived in, the apartment he lived in before I moved in with him, used to be across from our town's local, like, theater in Texas where we lived. Yeah, which was really cool. So that meant, you know, if there was a show and stuff, like, the tour buses would be there, you know, everybody would be right across the street. Like, you didn't usually see people, but there was one year the Beach Boys came to town, And again, I don't know, something, my radar just went off and I was like, John Stamos is going to be here. Like, I can feel it.
It's not wild how your
John
brain works.
Stamos is going to be here. Because it's still so weird, that, like, friendship with him in the band. Like, he did steel drums and stuff. And I was like, he's going to be here to play the fucking steel drums for no reason whatsoever in this small town. And I did not go see the show. But I did go over to Richard's apartment and then, you know, like, hang out, and we were 3 stories up, so I could see the theater across the street downstairs, and I was like, I'm just gonna wait until, like, I see, you know, people filtering out to see that the show is over, and then see if I see anybody come out, you know, that looks like I want to go see him. Yeah. And then that's what happened. I was looking down there, and then people were waiting, and then I was like, that's motherfucking John Stamos. And then I ran downstairs. I ran across the street, and I got a picture with John Stamos. He was very nice. God
damn it, Jessica.
There were a lot of real, like, middle-aged women. It was so funny that were just like, ah. But
wow, I was really like, giving music and lyrics. Music and lyrics.
Music and lyrics. Speaking of music and lyrics, because some of that music was written by Adam Schlesinger, rest in peace, who was an amazing musician from Fountains of Wayne, wrote Stacy's Mom, wrote That Thing You Do from the movie That Thing You Do. He also wrote a lot of the music for Crazy Ex-Girlfriend, and he was at and playing music during the Crazy Ex-Girlfriend live recorded special that we went to, and he played Stacy's Mom, and Rachel Bloom sang along with it, and I was just like, this is one of the best moments of my life.
That's amazing.
It was incredible.
That is incredible.
Adam Schlesinger, we love you.
Oh my god. So I'm gonna take a strange detour here.
I'm here for it.
So it's not necessarily like encounters. They've never seen my real face, like, in person, but I have been noticed by people on the internet, which is equally, I think, as fun for people in our day and age. Like, Eliza Schlesinger retweeted one of my tweets about her once.
Yeah, okay. And you've been perceived.
It went a little bit, like, it went viral because it was on her page. Like, she retweeted me. And I was like, oh, shit. So that's one.
Interesting. I do
just
love
like her. A couple of, like, hit or miss times. It's just like when people notice me on Twitter, just like, you know, it's just like a nice little, oh, that was nice. I like being noticed occasionally.
You are very active on Twitter, so I would not be surprised it happens, you know.
I am active on Twitter, and yet somehow not active enough, you know? Like, I don't understand. But one of my favorite people in the world to interact with on Twitter, and you know who it is honestly, let me look up the last name, because I never say the last name, and I don't want to fuck it up. I don't want to fuck up my boy's name.
Get it?
Okay. It would be Noshir Dalal. Mm-hmm. I love the man so much with my entire heart and soul. He's great. He is the voice actor for Charles in Red Dead 2. He does lots of voices in Star Wars. He's in the new Jedi Survivor game as Bode. Most importantly to me, however, is that he voices Katalo in Forbidden West. And I'm sorry, but the man loves his characters so much. He fucking role play them on Twitter, as like, if you like send something to him and it's like, oh, I just like want Katalo to know this, and he'll be like, Katalo sends his love and says thank you for doing this cute piece of fan art, and I'm like, listen, you can't keep being so fucking cute. I'm gonna lose my mind.
the Nick Miller quote: "Stop being mean to me. I swear to God, I'm gonna fall in love with you."
Literally. And there was like, and he's just really fun to interact with on Twitter. He's very sweet and approachable on the internet, and one of the times I posted some photo shots of Katalo and made a joke to him and was like, oh my God, how's Katalo getting those thick ass thighs? Noshir sent me his fucking thigh workout. I lost my mind. It was so funny. I was like, this is incredible.
That's hilarious. I swear to God, that's gold star. That's great.
Yeah, he's so fun. I love seeing him interact with his fans online. He's and it's not in like a like, I'm not developing a parasocial relationship. It's just like we're just interacting online. Like, it's chill. Like, it's really fun. So, you know, the voice acting community is actually really cool. They're really fun people.
Oh, so if I were to stand in line to meet anybody, it would be a voice actor. I feel like I feel like different, because also it's like I'm not going for you the person, I guess. I'm going for what
the characters you've
created, and not that acting isn't an art and bringing characters to life, but still it feels, I don't know.
Well, voice acting's like adding another layer to it, because they have to do so much more acting than someone who can use their body to portray things. They don't get that. They have to utilize their voice. And it's so incredible to watch them work. I love watching them like record sessions and stuff.
At the same time, too, I just saw there was one of those Google autocomplete interview things with Mark Hamill, and he was talking about, too, how you get to play more characters and maybe do a wider range of things than you'd ever get to as an actor, because he was saying, you know, there's characters and accents and things that he never would have been able to do, you know, with what he looks like, but...
Yeah, like, they don't need you to be doing all the crazy-ass voices in regular acting. Like, there's no reason for it. But in voice acting, doing kids' cartoons like he does, where he plays the Joker.
Exactly, because he's the good boy, you know? Like, he's Luke Skywalker. He would never get cast as a live-action Joker in something, but now he gets to be fucking maniacal. And then I know he's pigeonholed into villains now, for the most part. But, like,
he's really killed that.
He's done big, beefy, deep voice, you know, like... would be, you know, Dave Bautista looking people and stuff, and it's like, which is obviously something he wouldn't get cast as, but voice acting does so much.
I feel like with the variety that the women do as well, like Jennifer Hale has voiced my entire childhood. There's also Laura Bailey,
I think, yes, correct.
She's done a bunch of stuff, and there's Grey Griffin. I think her name has changed, though. But it's like 3 or 4 women that have voiced almost every single character that I grew up with.
Tara Strong was mine. Again, Tommy Pickles, Timmy from Fairly Odd Parents, Bubbles from the Powerpuff Girls, and Tom Kenny. I did see Tom Kenny. I forgot about that one.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
I forgot. I did see Tom Kenny. I talked about this on stream because there was at the zoo, at one of the zoos I worked at, there was like a rotating SpongeBob like exhibit for a little while, and Tom Kenny came and talked to everybody. They did the campfire song, like they did a whole thing. It was really cute, and then he taught everybody how to SpongeBob laugh, which I have done on stream before.
Yeah, you did it yesterday.
I did it yesterday. And that also still one of the greatest moments of my life, learning how to laugh like SpongeBob from the man himself. And he also voiced, again, Heifer from Rocko's Modern Life, the mayor from Powerpuff Girls, the Ice King from Adventure Time. That man is everywhere.
Very distinct.
Oh, it's so good. I forgot about that.
I would like to point out one that this sort of connected to just like voice acting to The Voice, the TV show. There's your jumping point.
Perfect.
So y'all know about The Voice. That's a whole thing. This is where I knew someone before they got famous, crazily enough.
We talked about this, I think.
Yeah, so when I was at Ball State, I managed the women's soccer team. Was I a good manager? I'd give myself a B+. I had a lot of anxiety, and it definitely overrided my normal thinking skills. I apologize to my fellow managers. Shout out to you. But there was a girl on our team who was from Honduras, and her name is Lauren Hall. I believe it's Lauren Hall. That may be wrong. There was a lot of names.
Yeah.
But she ended up she quit soccer. She was en route to be playing professionally and switched gears because she really wanted to be a singer. Like, that's what her real passion was. And I got to hear her sing a couple of times, and I was like, I understand. I totally get it. You're great. And she was on The Voice. She was on Team Kelly about 4 years ago. I don't think she got to the end, but she did a really good job, and she's still, like, doing gigs and stuff now and, like, making it work. But it was kind of crazy that I just, like, hadn't really been following her, and then I flipped through Instagram one day and saw her being like, oh, yeah, here I am on Team Kelly, and I was like, when the fuck did this happen? So that was kind of cool that I was like, oh, yeah, I went to school with her. I managed her soccer team.
Famous by association. Take it.
Yeah, she's a really good fucking soccer player, too.
Speaking of soccer, this was another one that was like accidental, and I didn't realize that it was gonna happen, and then I was really fucking excited. But I went to go see a Houston Dynamo game one time. And it was like, I don't even know who they were playing. We didn't go, to see, we didn't care who they were playing at that point. It wasn't LA Galaxy, it wasn't one of the bigger teams. For some reason, I feel like it was something like Utah or Wisconsin or something weird, and I didn't expect anything of it. But all of a sudden, Ricardo Kaká was like, scored a goal right in front of my face. And I was like, I didn't know he was on this fucking team. Are you kidding me? I was like, I didn't think I was going to ever see a World Cup soccer player like in front of my face play a game. But I was losing my shit. I was like, I don't care if we win or lose.
That happened to me. We had, really? So there's a South American soccer star.
Yeah.
That retired from the professional league and came to the U.S. to keep playing.
Yeah.
Because we're the you're retired, come play for us teams. And this was back when the Indy 11 was still getting started. So it was like either their first or their second season, like really early on.
Yeah.
They played a team. All I can remember is they were wearing green jerseys and his last name was Luna. I don't actually know what the player, I don't remember who he was, but my brother knew who he was. And he was like, Alice, this man has won like 2 World Cups or something. Like it was something crazy. And he was playing for the other team. And, I got to watch this man fucking dominate our team. But we couldn't even be mad because he was such a good player.
Yeah, I was like, I'm fine with this.
It was incredible. And, like, when they won the game, they had to put him on a golf cart and golf cart him out of the stadium because the fans were trying to get to him because he's so famous in South America. And I was like, holy shit, dude. That's crazy. I wish I could remember what his name was.
And off the top of my head, I can't think of other World Cup soccer stars right now, but I was always going to remember Kaká because I remember watching World Cups too, especially when I was younger, like a little bit younger, and still thinking it was one of the funniest things I've ever heard whenever the announcer would be like, there goes Kaká.
That's fair.
It's really stupid.
Dude, it's so weird, all the different... This is another thing that gets me about people being famous, is that there's such, like, niche ways to be famous. Like, there are people in the soccer world that, you could say, oh, this is so-and-so. They're like the Ronaldo of some other place. And I'd be like,
yeah,
oh, sick. I still don't... Like, great. I don't really care. I respect them and their skill, but because I haven't seen them play and I'm not emotionally invested and it's not my team, I don't care. But if I know that Markiplier's down the street... I'm going to lose my fucking mind in a way that my mother will never understand,
Yeah.
And it's just so funny to me the different ways that, like, niche society... Like, if I saw any of the guys from Supernatural, I'd be like, yo, those are the guys from Supernatural. That's fucking cool.
Yeah.
Whereas my college roommate, who did go to the cons to meet them, like, would be a crying, blubbering mess because she would be like, oh my God, it's them,
Yeah, like, I feel like there's probably at least been once or twice where somebody's been like, oh, that's so-and-so, and I've been like, who? Like, I don't care. I don't know.
I mean, that just happened recently here. My one of my coworkers is a big hockey fan.
Yeah.
And, what is it, the Bruins? Is that the team?
It is a team. Is it hockey? I don't even know.
I don't know. One of those fucking hockey teams that's not my team. They were here to play Tampa, and they were here to play the Lightning, and they had just casually walked out of the Greenwise where we go for lunch, and I didn't recognize him. I don't know shit about hockey, but we were walking, and then all of a sudden he stopped and took his glasses off and turned around and was like, that was so-and-so, and I was like, who? He's like, blah, 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 from the hockey team. And I'm like, oh, shit, do you want to go say hi? And he's like, no, it's too late now. And he's like a big dude. So, like, if you, like, imagine, like, running up on you and be like, can I have an autograph? Like, no. But it was so funny to watch him get starstruck all of a sudden, being like, that's my favorite player in the entire league. I'm like, oh, shit, dude. Are you going to be okay?
That same kind of thing happened to my mom and I when we were in New York in 2006. It was before we saw either Sweeney Todd or Spamalot because we were walking to the theater. So either way, we also didn't have time to stop. But celebrity drive-bys, like, are just one of my favorite, funniest, stupid things. You're just like, oh, shit. We were walking down the street, And then all of a sudden we saw these two guys pass us by, and the one guy was like, dude, I want to go in the Levi's store. And the famous person was like, no, dude, we don't have time. And they were like walking very quickly. They were going somewhere. We were going somewhere. But then my mom and I looked at each other and we were like, that was fucking Zach Braff.
Oh my God.
Just passed down the street. That told his friend, no, we did not have time to go into the Levi's store. I mean, this was 2006. So Scrubs was still fresh, was still big. And I was just like, holy shit. We just passed Zach Braff.
What's wild to me is, like, people in LA and New York just see these people all the fucking time, and it's like, it's whatever. London actors just being on the tube, like, nobody fucking cares, you know? Like, the underground. They don't give a fuck.
Weird, yeah.
But because we have so many tiny, small-town Americans that dream big, we're just like, if I saw a celebrity anywhere, I'm gonna shit my brains out, because we just, like, there's so much of this country that nobody gives a shit about. To then get to those places where people give a shit, you're like, oh my God, it's wild over here.
Yeah. Yeah, we didn't see anybody unplanned, unexpectedly when we were in LA.
I'm still mad I didn't see more bitches when I was in LA.
Did Lindsay and I purposefully, and actually just because it was a really great time and we wanted something to do, go to Tramp Stamp Granny's, Darren Chris's piano bar, because she really wanted to see him and he might have been there? Yes. We also had a great fucking time, and he was there, like, the next week, and she was like, fuck!
Yeah.
Did we, whenever I went to, I think it was Arizona with my parents when I was younger, like, Alice Cooper has a baseball-themed bar, and my dad restaurant, my dad loves Alice Cooper. It's so weird. Yeah, we went to that restaurant, and of course my dad was like, huh. Did my best friend Monica and I, when we went to Vegas in like 2007 with my mom, purposefully go and hang out in the Luxor for most of a day because we wanted to see Chris Angel. We did. He wasn't there.
So what I'm hearing is that you and I would love to just stake out in New York, just pick a corner and be like, I know so-and-so is going to be on this fucking street today and I'm going to see their ass.
We wanted to see Chris Angel so bad.
You know what else is, like, really funny is, like, I feel like one of the people that if I saw them in real life, it's not that I don't like them, it's just I'd be like, I'm not talking to you. Is the guys from Ghost Adventures. I'd be like, I see you, you stupid fucking fools. I ain't talking to you.
Ew, there's Zach Baggins.
Yeah. Like, oh, look at Zach Baggins. It's Aaron.
Gross.
It's Bill. What's up? Losers.
Yeah. No.
I know more about science than you even think you know.
That's one of those things. It would be a funny story later, but it's like, yeah, I don't want to talk to you.
But I do really want to go to his haunted museum.
Oh my God.
You know, that seems like it would be fun.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot my favorite celebrity encounter.
Give it. Yes. Go.
So, I don't know if you guys know this, but this is another Twitter interaction. I forgot. I'm fucking crazy, dude. So there's this person that streams on Twitch that I just adore. I love them so much. And I actually met them on Twitter first. And then we became best friends, and it's actually Jessica Wood.
It took
if
me
I could have not broken, I could have told that story with such a straight face,
it took
but
me
I
like
couldn't do
halfway
it.
through to be like, is this bitch talking about me?
Yeah.
No way.
Yes, you're my favorite celebrity.
You fucking bitch. I love you.
You have more followers on Twitch than me. That means you are a celebrity.
No, that doesn't mean shit. You got more followers on Twitter.
Yeah, I bought them through science.
Through science.
That's through my intellect.
Christ. I do have one more celebrity story that I think needs to be told that actually counts for something.
Go for it. I want to hear it.
This was before I moved in with him. This is actually before we started dating. And it was when I wasn't sure if we were even gonna date or not. And I was like, I don't know. But I left his apartment. And then it was very movie. He came out and kind of chased me down the street and then kissed me. And that was really nice. But then also there was a tour bus across the street that had the Oakridge Boys in it. And they were in the tour bus and they saw that and they all leaned out the window and we got wooed at in the street by the Oakridge Boys at
That's so cute.
1 p.m. on a Tuesday afternoon. Woo!
They're like, oh my God, we're witnessing the rom-com of it all.
Yeah, and that's just one of those moments. Living in that apartment, like across from a theater, above a couple bars, it was such a sitcom-coded time in my life.
Yeah.
Like, that's not a real thing that happened, but it did. I got chased down and kissed in the street and wooed at by the Oakridge Boys.
It's literally a main character moment, like crazy.
I know. It doesn't
Fuck
feel
you, man.
Real. It was really funny.
Anyway, I'm just some little Midwestern girl that finally got out.
Hey, that's so important. Look at us. Hey.
Look
at
us.
Look at us.
Look at us.
Who'd have thought?
Who'd have thought?
I think this was successful. I enjoyed this. I love hearing stupid little celebrity stories. Like, one of my coworkers almost ran over Kesha once.
Oh, shit.
He told me that.
I love Kesha.
Apparently, she was trying to cross a crosswalk before the light actually had turned, and they were in a work car that didn't have very great brakes.
Oh, God. Well, she seems like she's probably still walking, so it's all right.
Yeah, she's fine. It was fine.
That's wild.
Yep. Anyway, I think we're done. I love how we always just peter out at the end. It's just like,
you know what? Yeah. Sometimes you lose steam, and I think that's okay. I think it's good for our energy levels to be like, hey, you're done.
It's just because we don't know how to end things, and it is still the very small town Midwesterner thing of how do we say goodbye?
Yeah, we do that. We don't. All right, let's Irish goodbye.
Yeah, bye. No.
If we had sponsors, this is where we would put them.
But we don't.
Anyone want to sponsor us? Anybody want to throw some pennies at us?
This has been Two Birds, One Brain. We are not yet famous. Will we be? Probably not. But we're still going to be here rambling to each other and to anybody who wants to listen to us. Whoop, whoop. I'm It's Jessica Woot.
I'm the Curious Alice.
And next week, we will have our own little mini celebrity guest with the real Gina on our podcast.
I'm so excited for it.
Yeah, that counts as a celebrity interaction for me.
Works for me.
Hell yeah.
Oh my God, we got to podcast with a celebrity.
Oh my God.
What the fuck?
Wow. You all could not see the movements that we just made, but it's probably for the best.
Don't worry about it.
Anyway, find us on Twitter, Twitch, TikTok,
Instagram. Yeah.
Catch you later, kids.
Catch you on the flippity floppities.
Bye-bye.
Bye.